Oh, that's too sweet.
I know.
Well, the doctors who developed the groundbreaking surgery for atrial fibrillation are in Pinehurst, North Carolina. And Laurie Johnson traveled there to report on this treatment, which is what they did to me, except this isn't mine personally.
A trip from the front door to the mailbox used to be out of the question for Carolyn Thompson.
Thanksgiving and Christmas, I wasn't able to do anything. I couldn't attend any family get-togethers. I couldn't cook, couldn't do my housework. I was basically in the bed.
Like millions of Americans, Carolyn's lifestyle took a time out because of a heart condition known as atrial fibrillation, or A-Fib. The exhaustion occurs when the upper chambers of the heart, the atria, beat erratically instead of in rhythm. Simple tasks like climbing a flight of stairs are difficult for people with A-Fib. Symptoms include dizziness, weakness, lightheadedness, and shortness of breath. A-Fib can be also deadly, sometimes causing blood clots, which can lead to strokes. Carolyn tried different medicines, but they only made matters worse.
I actually wrote my funeral plans. That's how bad I was. I thought I was going to die from all the medications that I was on.
Then Carolyn underwent a groundbreaking procedure at First Health Moore Regional Hospital in Pinehurst, North Carolina. Cardiothoracic surgeon Dr. Andy Kaiser and cardiologist Dr. Mark Landers created what they call convergent X-maze. The key is the combination of specialists.
I hate to use the word hybrid term. It's more of a co-disciplinary approach to treating A-Fib, and so now you don't have just a surgeon, but you have a surgeon and an electrophysiologist working together to treat atrial fibrillation. I think that's the best thing about the convergent procedure.
During the procedure, the surgeon uses ports, small cameras, and laparoscopic instruments to look at and operate on the heart. And the cardiologist uses a special machine to send energy through a catheter to destroy small areas of tissue to achieve a regular heartbeat.
If we try to get them back into a normal rhythm, and when we do, they usually are surprised at how badly they had been feeling and how well they feel in a normal rhythm.
Convergent X-maze is patient-friendly because, unlike other A-Fib surgeries, it does not require a painful chest incision, and there's no need to stop the heart. Doing it while the heart is beating allows for instant feedback. The doctors can test the rhythm during the procedure to make sure it works.
So we can do the operation, Dr. Landers can do his part inside the heart, and then we actually go back and try to stimulate the heart to go into atrial fibrillation. And if we find a problem, then we can fix it right there instead of, the heart stopped, it's not beating, so we can't test anything.
The procedure has an 85% success rate and a short recovery time.
Most who either have it on a Wednesday, go home on a Saturday, or have it on a Monday, go home on a Thursday is usually the typical course.
Carolyn Thompson says it saved her life. She's off her medicines, is A-Fib free, and has the energy of a teenager.
There's also 50-something steps up to my office. And before, I would never take the steps. I wouldn't even think about it because I could barely get to the steps to start with. Now I can walk in, walk up the 50-something steps, and I'm fine. It's remarkable.
Laurie Johnson, CBN News, Pinehurst, North Carolina.
I tell you, my hat's off to those guys, but they found this deal in my heart that they weren't looking for. And suddenly it's there, and the heart is beating, kaboom, 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 and they've got to take this thing off while the heart is beating, and every time I took a breath, something else opens up.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, it was, these guys are really good.
But don't you love how the fact that the Lord's hand has been on you during the procedure, during everything, and even now?
Well, had I not had this, the chances are that big appendage would have thrown a couple of clots, and I'd have had a stroke, and I'd have been walking around, slobbering and, without control of my face.
Yeah. But God's a good God. And what did they say, that you're going to be like a teenager soon? I'm scared, Pat. I'm really scared.
You just wait. You wait, honey child. You